How are you?
I'm pretty well, ma'am. Thank you. How about your side? How are you doing today?
Yes, I am doing pretty much fine. Thank you so much for asking. And definitely, my day is going well as the way I have planned for myself, actually, it's going according to that way. What about you?
Yes, ma'am. My day as well. So far, so well. There's no complaint by the grace of Almighty God. Thanks for your concern.
That's wonderful. Good to hear. And I welcome you today once again to this class, to this session. And the allotted topic is going to be childhood, right? So, do you want to discuss about the topic or do you want to have general conversation? What do you think?
Well, ma'am, I have a topic. It is quite related to general topic. We can talk about it. And if you allow me, I can bring that topic in front of you. Shall I?
Sure. Sure, why not? Let's start about it.
Ma'am, there are so many homemaker and they also want to learn English. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, there are so many working professional. They also want to master this language. But since they have a very hectic schedule and they couldn't find extra time for themselves in order to go outside to join an
Yes.
institution to learn English. So, what do you think? What are the tips and tricks they can go for or what are the steps they can apply in order to learn English at their home where they don't need to go outside? What do you think?
Right. That's a very vital question you have asked, Shiv, because nowadays I have also noticed that many people they have the urge to learn, but they don't get the adequate time sometimes, or they have not like a certain criteria or planning that how I should start, from where should I start. So I would be happy to answer that. Nowadays, actually, many mediums are there by which the learners or the people can learn English. Like as you are having YouTube channel, right? And I hope that it is helping a lot of people out there. They can watch the videos of various YouTubers, various people, various native speakers, right? They can try to imitate them. Apart from that, we can also listen to some podcasts in English, isn't it? So there are different ways by which we can learn, but we should be sure that whatever medium we are following, it's authentic, it is helpful for us, and of course non-comparison. We should not compare our development with others, because each one of us have our own capability. Now if I come to the homemakers, definitely I have many learners who are homemakers and they are learning with me. The main concern is that sometimes they are not getting the adequate time to learn this language, because definitely they have to look after their family members. At the same time, they have to do the other, kind of, you can say that things also. Everything, actually their schedule is very much packed. So in that way, I would just request every one of them that if it's possible for them, right, you can just take out 5 to 10 minutes every day. You can try to do the recording practice. Like you can record yourself speaking for some time about a particular topic like food, travel, and many general topics are there, right? You can record yourself speaking and then listen to your recording, because I feel that you are your best. You can say that you can comment on yourself in a very good way rather than others, right? You know what's good for you, what's the best for you. But sometimes, we have this doubt, we are very skeptical that, okay, I know that in this area I am lacking, but how can I know that where I should focus, where can I get the tips and tricks and all. So in that way, we are of course there. We can help out to them, because our application is for everyone without any judgment, for the homemakers, for the working professionals, right? For the youth, everyone. Like it embraces everyone without any age group and discrimination. So definitely, I think that they can try this criteria for themselves. And there's always many options, actually, many fish in the market. The only thing is that whatever is better for you, please try to do that without any comparison. I feel that. What is your opinion, Shiv?
Wow, ma'am, I'm totally astonished at the same time, awestruck the way you give all the points in a systematic manner, in an organized manner. It seems to be like you already got this dream that she was about to ask this question in tomorrow's session. Let me prepare myself, and you have done a lot of practice for it. Like
Thank you.
you didn't left a single stone unturned. Super, ma'am.
Thank you so much. But at the same time, I would also love to ask about your opinion, right? What do you think about this question that you asked?
Well, ma'am, I can resonate my thoughts with your whatever you have elucidated and expounded.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe basically we do have five modules when it comes to English: L, R, W, S, and then T.
Mm-hmm.
Listening, reading, writing, speaking, and now I have added one more, that is thinking English. That's from my own and own. I
Okay.
believe when it comes to listening, you can probably listen a lot of podcast at your home only. You don't need to go outside to listen podcast since you have your
Yes.
mobile phone and you have everything at your workplace and your
Mm-hmm.
home as well. So you can listen some podcast, English podcast. Especially, I would take a name of that TED Talks, Indian TED
Yes.
Talkers.
Yes. Right.
And then second, and I would say BBC podcast. These two
Mm-hmm.
I would say which are more prominent. Secondly, you can go for listening audiobooks like Kuku FM is there, and there are so many other.
Yes.
But make sure that it should be in English. You are
Yeah.
just feeding your brain from English content. You are not listening anything in Hindi, right?
Right.
So listening will definitely gonna improve your input part
Mm-hmm.
where you can feed your brain with English content because just for instance, this brain is just like tank and your mouth is
Yes.
a tap. Whatever you would feed here at this tank, as soon as you open your tap like this mouth, English
Mm-hmm.
will come out from this one, right? So that's
Right.
something. Now, second one is reading. Reading itself is a very good skill one has to follow in a systematic manner because if you read aloud, out loud, which means you're pronouncing word out of your mouth, it will
Yes.
definitely going to improve your pronunciation. And when
True.
you read, you whatever you read, you are going to accumulate a bunch of content and information about that particular topic. Third, when you
Absolutely.
read, you will come across to a new vocabulary that you can use in your day-to-day conversation. Then when you read, somewhere you can align your thoughts with author's thought, which definitely
Mm-hmm.
gonna improve your creativity. And last but not least, reading will definitely help you a lot to understand some basic grammar sentence formation, which you can
Right.
also incorporate while you speak in English with anyone. So that's something one has to do. The third one is writing. Whatever you are doing since morning till night, just take it as a journal and start writing journal. Make a habit
Mm-hmm.
of it. Because writing will allow you to put all those theoretical things into practical so that you
Right.
can execute while speaking. Otherwise, there is no point at all to collect garbage, right?
Yes.
Because listening, reading work as an input. It means you are being indulged into consumption part. But what about production? For production, first you can go for writing. Then thereafter, you can go for speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, Shiv.
Okay. Thereafter, you can go for speaking because the speaking itself is a part of output. So
Mm-hmm.
the more whatever we are doing only for speaking, because I have seen people can understand English, they can
Right.
read, they can write, but when it comes to speaking, they find themselves quite uh, weak in this part. So
Yeah.
you have to speak a
Right.
lot because speaking learn by speaking only.
Absolutely.
And the last which I have mentioned that is think in English.
Thinking. Right.
Whatever you are doing, before that, try to think in English. Make a habit of thinking English. Means talk to yourself inside your brain, right? You don't need to
Yes.
speak out loud, but you can talk to yourself inside your brain, which means whatever things around you, you can talk about it. Whatever you are doing, just talk about it. For example, if you're a homemaker, you are cooking something in the kitchen, just try to elaborate the dish which you are cooking. Try to elaborate it in English
Correct.
itself,
Mm-hmm.
which definitely help you out to make a habit of thinking English power. So these are
Absolutely.
one side. Now, second side, I would say there are so many groups available these days.
Mm-hmm.
WhatsApp group, Instagram group, Facebook group, where you can find good people who are really genuine, serious about learning English. Make a collaboration with them, take participation, the exercises they are performing and the activities they are doing. That's how you can improve. After that, there are so many AI application, for example, ChatGPT, CV application, Meta AI, then Gemini, and so many. You can use
Right.
these application to get auto correction to find new ideas, to get answers of your doubts, right? And then I believe if you have a very powerful reason, which means why. If your why is clear that why I'm learning English, frankly speaking, there is no one who can stop you to master this language. Last
Right.
but not least, let me summarize. As you know, Dronacharya should be there, right? So a
Yes.
mentor should be there who can correct you,
Right.
because you may practice a lot, you may learn a lot of things, but when you start executing, when you speak, if you are making mistake and there is no one who are correcting your mistake, then what will happen? You are keep on making those mistakes, and then you are
Yes.
going to
That's right.
repeat the same mistake again and again. Then there is no point of learning. Somewhere it's manageable. It means like you are not learning English, but you are speaking survival English in order to survive. But if you really want to refine it, you want to polish it, you need someone, a trainer, a teacher, a tutor, mentor, who can just make spot your mistake and then tell you that this is the point you are making mistake and this is the
Correct.
correct thing that you have to do. So that's
Right.
these are some points from my end.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. And you have added all the features, all the characteristics which are necessary to be a learner, you can say that, or to be a devotee of English language, you can call it, because when we are learning a language, we also become a devotee. Devotee in the sense that everything we do, it should be related to the language itself. If you are listening to stories, if you are listening to podcasts, if you are listening to native speakers, the only intention is that you are learning something, right? And one point that you added, I would love to highlight that again. Like, if we talk about the homemakers, sometimes they are cooking in the kitchen, right, for the family members. So definitely they can try to put up a channel where a person is speaking in English and at the same time they are listening and cooking together. So in that way, they are doing two things. Multitasking is happening, right? And at the same time, they are also absorbing whatever they have heard from the other person. In that way, also the mind is working. And sometimes whenever they are free, they can maintain journals, as you have said that. Because I also personally have this habit of maintaining journals since my school time, because I feel that it will not only help you to master over your speaking skills, but when you will grow up or when you will reach a particular sphere of life, you will understand that whatever things you have written, sometimes we forget many things that happened in our life, right? But again, if you want to do time traveling, isn't it, the journal is the best source of time traveling, because you can read it all over again and you can check your level also in English. That, okay, before I was this was my level in English, I was a beginner, look at me now, I'm an advanced level speaker right now. You can compare it with yourself. It's very much fun, Shiv. I'm telling you personally, because I have also maintained many journals. Till now I have this habit. What I did today, I write it all the time. And it's very interesting. Someday when we are having a particular kind of thing, that okay, what did I do in my childhood, you will feel so happy, right, reading it all over again. So definitely that's a wonderful thing which you have said. And I feel that as a homemaker, nothing can stop you to learn this language, because when you have that you know attention span, when you have that particular enthusiasm that no, I want to learn, no one can stop you. No one, actually, right? You can learn if you want, if you have that particular enthusiasm, if you have that particular spirit of learning something, right? There are no boundaries. And please don't underestimate yourself that I am not able to do this, I cannot do this. You can do this, right? Everyone can do anything they want. The only thing is that right strategy is important. And definitely mentors, actually, it depends on you. If you think that no, I am comfortable learning myself, learning alone, that's okay. You don't have to force yourself. But sometimes what happens, whatever mistakes you are making, there must be a check for that, right? That what mistakes I am making. If you know about your mistakes, you can grow more. So for that reason, you can approach a mentor. It can be anyone in your family, right? It can be anyone in your friend circle who is better in English than you. It should be there. They should know more about this language than compared to you. Then only they can rectify your mistakes. And if you think that no, there is no one around me, then you can approach a mentor. I think that's the best thing you can do to invest in this learning journey. You are investing something and you will get more returns, right? So what do you think about it, Shiv?
Undoubtedly, ma'am, whatever points you have expounded and you have added, that's something I would say cherry on the cake, frankly. And you come up with your refined version, means whatever I have said, whatever you have said before, then the points which you have added, these are very imperative and unavoidable points.
Mm-hmm.
On the same note, I would say there are some other points that we can just include on
Mm-hmm.
this topic.
Sure.
That if you are a homemaker, what you can do, I hope you know about that level and all. Like you are just
Yes.
leveling each and every single product around your home. Since
Right.
you are a very beginner, in case you are
Mm-hmm.
starting from zero, like from scratches, from ground level where you don't know anything, so you are just
Yeah.
writing chair, then table, then
Mm-hmm.
box, then pen, then glasses and curtain, right? This is how you are just leveling. So what will happen whenever you do your home tour and
Mm-hmm.
you will look at these level, then you would understand, okay, fine,
Yes.
this is what I'm at. Can you please pass this chair to me? Okay, these curtain are so good. This is how you can start. That's the first thing. The second thing, there are so many online application, free application which
Right.
you can
Right.
use in order to
Mm-hmm.
boost your confidence. And when you start your journey and then you feel that, okay, fine, I'm good at my spoken English, but still there are some loopholes which I need to fill. And how can I do it?
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
can take some paid classes, right?
Yes.
You can apply
Yes.
for some subscription for courses for 8 months, for 6 months, depending on your feasibility. Why? Not to learn English. You have already learned, but
Mm-hmm.
the areas where you actually need improvement, the
Yeah.
area where you find that you are lacking, there some expert would be there and they can correct the mistake, and that's how you can improve. That's the second
Absolutely.
thing.
Right.
Now, third thing is that you have kids, you have your husband. In case of husband, you have wife, your siblings, your friends. Try to talk with them in English as much as
Yeah.
possible, since you cannot go
Yes.
outside, but they are with you there at home. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever you feel that you are talking to them rather using your first language, try to use English, right? And once they know that you are inquisitive to learn English, they are not going to laugh at you that what mom, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
Why are you speaking English? In that way, you can help your kids as well to
Yes.
make understand that how important English is in our life, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, you can practicing your English. Now, last but not least, I believe that whosoever is learning English and want to learn English at their home place,
Mm-hmm.
I believe they know all the do's and don'ts. They know what to do, but again, ultimately because of procrastination, because they somewhere feel lethargic in terms of doing hard work to learn English, they are not actually implementing these ideas. They are
Yes.
just
Right.
keep on feeding their brain with a lot of tips and tricks have been given by many mentors,
Yeah.
watching videos on YouTube and then listen to speakers. But when it comes to implementation, they are not doing that executing part. So somewhere I
Absolutely.
feel the generation which which is right now, like they are well acquainted with the tips and tricks actually they have to follow on ground, but
Yeah.
because of their laziness or maybe they are not that serious to learn this language, that's why they are not following these steps. And I believe idea without execution is nothing but you are just blasting a air balloon around you
Mm.
to give satisfaction that yes, I have blasted, but what you would get at the end of day, zero. So there is no point
Right.
at all.
Right.
So
Right.
I believe we should avoid procrastination. Start implementation will definitely gonna help you a lot, where you can find some wonders in your spoken English skills, and you can find a drastic and very drastic improvement which you are actually expecting since you started the journey of learning this language.
Right, that's absolutely correct. Because as we always know that perception without concepts are always empty. Like no matter whatever you have perceived about a particular course, about a particular language, if you don't have the concept about it, then I think it's similar to being blind. Right. So definitely we must have all the strategies, but we should not get confused between everything. Like, okay, this mentor told me this mentor told me this. Don't make it a kind of curry where you don't know the recipes, how to make it tasty, which is, I feel we should not do that. Otherwise, it would be a blunder, Right? So definitely I totally agree with you, whatever you have said. I feel that the way you have conveyed it to the learners, whoever will be watching this video, definitely it will be helpful for them. And I feel that it was really a great discussion today. Coming on the feedback part, Shiv, I would say this thing again, that you are really a great speaker, because I feel that you have confidence. The way you maintain eye contact with people while you are speaking one to one, apart from that, the while you are having a smile on your face while you are, saying something about a particular topic, commenting on something, that's really commendable. Okay, that's really great. It showcases your confidence and love for
Thank
this
you.
language. So I would say that. Apart from that, do you have any questions before I wind up?
Ma'am, since I'm a English aspirant and I want to learn more and I do have a lot of things on my plate. But for today, I'm done. Thanks for enlightening me with the very indispensable and paramount points which you have mentioned, that how one can learn English at home. And
Mhm.
I'm damn sure whosoever is serious about learning this language, if he or she would watch this video, complete video, and he would start writing the points which you have explained, some where I have added some points,
Yes,
and
definitely.
then after, it's not like whatever we have said, that's the final authority. It's not like that. After writing those points, just he or she has to ask ourselves that what is going to help me, which works for me,
Yes,
which suits for me, because the
right.
strategies which work for you may not work for me, right? The shoes fit
Absolutely.
for you may not fit for me.
Hmm.
So listen to everyone, watch everything, read everything, but at the end of the day, it's only you who has to decide which works for me. Find your best pattern, your best job that can help you the way you are expecting that help from that particular site. So
Right.
here I'm done. So I think this is the high time that we can wrap up the conversation. Thank you, ma'am.
Definitely. Yeah, thank you so much, Shiv, once again. And I hope to catch to you like later regarding other discussions also. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. See you around. And this is my second conversation with you, and I have thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. It was really lovely and knowledgeable conversation for me. So keep enlightening us with your vast knowledge and concept, whatever you have accumulated so far through different resources. And till the time, bye bye. Take care.
Yeah, bye. Take care. Thank you to you also. Right? Bye. Have a great day.
Yeah.